Barrel rolls is the reporter thrown into the secretive world of the Forex Super Model, where nothing is as it seems. Beware the techno-monk, and steer clear of Professor Code and his two assistants. Give the senior trader a wide berth, and don't expect any sense from the risk manager.
Good morning, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Super Model daily briefing for Wednesday the 21st of the 4th, 2021. The time is 0500 GMT, Asian session coming to a close, European session firing up, our lunchtime, North American session. Right, yesterday, Tuesday the 20th, we had an unopposed negative driver in the pound, so no backdoor flows. The opposing positive flows mainly went into the yen at plus 78, into the dollar at plus 46, and the euro was the positive rock at plus 13, activity plus or minus 137. Intra-week then, this is from Monday the 19th, open to about 15 minutes ago, we got a negative unopposed driver in the dollar at minus 242, no backdoor flows. So the opposing positive flows were mainly going into the yen at plus 129, into the pound at plus 113, and the euro was the neutral rock at 0, activity plus or minus 242. Intraday then, this is what's been happening in the Asian session to about 15 minutes ago, Wednesday the 21st. We've got a positive unopposed driver in the yen, plus 61, no backdoor flows, and the opposing negative flows have been coming out the pound at minus 37, out the euro at minus 21, and the dollar was the negative rock at minus 3, activity plus or minus 61. Right, what's been knocking it about? Well, we've had overnight, Tuesday, then we've had positive NZD CPI, and early this morning, Wednesday the 21st, we've had positive AUD retail sales. Coming up today, we've got GBP CPI and the CAD rates decision, and tomorrow we've got Thursday the 22nd, we've got the ECB EUR rates decision. Right, so let's look at what's been happening in the flows. Our trades have deteriorated slightly, well I suppose slightly. We're about minus 600 points. We have scaled a little bit, we've been hopping, doing a bit of manoeuvring. We're about minus 600 at the moment due to the weaker pound and stronger New Zealand. Anyway, right, euro. Euro is weak except against the pound and the AUD. The yen is strong across the board. The pound is weak except against the AUD. The Swiss franc is strong except against the yen, the CAD and the NZD. CAD is weak across the board. The AUD is weak across the board. The NZD is strong except against the yen and the CAD, and the dollar is weak except against the euro, the pound and the AUD. Remember, these are intraday, so this is what's been happening in the Asian session. Some of them are on the margin, so they're hopping in and out of positivity and negativity. So, but we can get a broad brush view. We can see we've got yen strength, we've got CAD and AUD weakness, and take your pick in the middle. Right, so let's look at the other asset classes. Right, so what we got? We've got US dollar index. Right, the US dollar index, basically it broke. It's come back to about 0.5, half marks from between the floor and the high. Gold basically has had this situation here. It's just slightly above the support, and that's the double top, and it's about 0.4 from the floor. So gold hasn't really done anything. Oil has come up a bit. It's about 0.33 from the high, from our modelled high. Wall Street broke and it's just come off a little bit of the top. S&P double top, broke likewise, just come off a little bit. The tech finally got around to breaking, but it's now below the resistance. US 10-year basically looks like this. It's remember, this is the price, 0.45 from the floor. The bund is 0.33 from the floor, so European yields relatively stronger again than the US yields, and that's likely to have a bearing on the euro dollar. So we've got strength in the euro dollar in some respects due to that. Copper, remember, we've got 5 pumps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Came back to the second pump, it went to base camp, and it's now operating at the top of the 4th. So it's operating at the 4th pump. So it needs that final kick to get up to the high, but it's working on it. US steel, if you remember, it had sold off at the double top, it broke, and it's now come back, and it's about 0.5 half mark. So US steel hasn't really made a move yet. Right, so let's just get rid of this, and then we'll basically make some analysis of what's going on. It's clear that the markets have been very difficult for quite some time. We're short USD dollar against the euro, the pound, and the AUD, and we're short NZD against the euro, the pound, the CAD, and the AUD. Right, so the issue really has been on the NZD. The NZD is being used as the go-to commodity currency for the pump on the up. AUD has had a tremendous data cycle improvement. The market at the moment is ignoring the AUD in favour of the NZD, but that will change, and it will change with a bang as well. Likewise, the CAD is being undervalued against NZD, and the dollar, we've sort of got that right, but the overall it's being overwhelmed by NZD strength at the moment, so our overall positions are slightly negative, but that's just the way it goes. This next couple of days will be fairly interesting and fairly lively, so hope that helps. We're going to stick with our positions. See you tomorrow for the daily briefing. Thank you very much.